my Love and Hip Hop New York fans, I hope y'all are ready for this new season because it is going to be an emotional roller coaster. So the newest season of Love and Hip Hop New York kicked off this Monday. We got some new cast members coming to stir the tea a little bit, but we do have some old ones coming back for another round. So during this premiere episode, we kind of dip and dab into everyone's storyline just to basically pick back up from where we left off. Now, Remy Ma introduces the episode talking about her accolades, how she's won Best Hip Hop Artist for the BET Hip Hop Awards in 2017, and how she's basically been out here grinding. Now, later on in the episode, we figure out that Papoose, why he's excited for his woman. He's like, yeah, she's doing her thing, but he feels like she's just putting a little bit too much work on her plate when they should be focused on the IVF. As you know, Remy Ma had a miscarriage last season, so it's going to be interesting to see how the two try to have their children and go through that long process of IVF, because that's not an easy process. We also see Safaree. Now, Safaree came from LA and moved to New York to focus on his music, and he said to basically find the love of his life. He's ready to settle down. But he claims he doesn't want the plastic girls. He wants someone, natural and just a New York girl. We'll see how that works out, because his mom is like, I want you to settle down. I don't want you to do no plastic thoughts. That's exactly what she said, no thoughts. She doesn't want to see none of that. So clearly she didn't like any of the women that he brought back. But it looked like Safaree had his eyes on someone, so it might be a possible love interest. That person I'm talking about is the newest cast member, Dream Doll. Now, Dream Doll came in. She's a new artist, and she's going to be managed by DJ Self with Gwenin Entertainment. Now, also on this episode, Bianca is back. Bianca's back, but you know what? Some things never change. She's still out here beefing with some girl. This girl this season is newest cast member, Bree. So Bree is the artist now managed by Rich Dollars. And they've supposedly been having beef for years, since like 07, off of, the new girl Bree feels like Bianca has always, jocked off her style, wanted to be like her. And y'all know Bianca don't really play that. Bianca is a firecracker. So when she ran into Bree at a club, she ended up taking off her shoe and beating her. And I'm just like, oh my God. So that definitely was a scene. But surprisingly, while Rich Dollars is managing her, he's trying to slow things down, and the Creep Squad might not be existent no more. So Rich Dollars does let all the fans know that he does have type 2 diabetes in this episode. He does talk about how his grandmother did pass away from type 2 diabetes, so he's just trying to find a better life for himself and make sure he stays up on his insulin. So that's going to be an interesting storyline to see. Now, our power couple, Yandy and Mendeecees, looks like they're going through some marital problems. So, as y'all know, Mendeecees locked up. Yandy has to basically do everything. Got to take care of the kids, got to take care of the business, and so much more. Now, Yandy seems like she's kind of overwhelmed with everything, but Mendeecees calls her like, so why are you out here dressing like a quote-unquote video vixen? Yandy doesn't understand what he's talking about, saying that she's just doing what she's always done, managing artists, trying to get this money, but Mendeecees not trying to hear it. And then to make matters worse, Mendeecees' mother, Judy, walks in on a photo shoot that Yandy is working on, and she walks in on Yandy, oiling up one of her clients for her photo shoot. But it really was innocent, but Judy was not having that. She was like, I don't want to see my daughter-in-law doing that to any man. That's not my son. And they go at it. So it seems like we're really going to dig deep into trust issues with Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage. So that should be an interesting turn. Now, we do have a new artist on the mix. Her name is Anice. She's super gorgeous. She's a Latin artist, basically, trying to cross over. And so on the episode, we do see that she has some marital problems with her husband. Her husband's not here for this fame life. He said, you need to stay home with the kids. Why aren't you home? Da-da-da. And she's like, I just have to focus on myself. I need to focus on my music. So it seems like they might be heading down for a bad, messy divorce. Make sure you guys stay tuned for next week's recap of Love and Hip Hop New York.